Hi everyone, and welcome to Spirit Speaks Oracle Readings. My name is Tessa, and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. I was guided in meditation to do a reading for you around using your crystals to access the divine, okay, for communication with spirit. Mine came to me kind of inadvertently, maybe like 10 years-ish ago. Or well, no, I would say less than that. Maybe 6 or 7 years ago is when I really started working with crystals on a regular basis. I have my crystal ball here, my old Smoky is what I call her. I will use this in your reading today to give you some images and some messages from your spirit team. But yeah, about 5 years ago, I had a headache, and I was sitting on my couch, and I had recently bought a crystal book. I've always been interested and fascinated in crystals. I love them. This is my absolute favorite, one of the great treasures of mine. It's a little sea biscuit. I found this when I was a kid, and it was the coolest thing that I ever saw, and I was addicted to fossil hunting after that, okay? From living in Florida, a little sea biscuit here. Which pretty much kickstarted my love of crystals. So anyway, I had a headache. I put some amethyst on my head because I had read in my crystal book that I had bought, it's the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall, that amethysts are good for headaches. I also, at the same time, was just playing with some other amethysts that I have. And I put 2 on my knees, and I was sitting, you know, like in almost like a yoga position. But I was really just watching TV with my crystal on my head, waiting for this headache to go away. And eventually it did. And there wasn't anything too noticeable about that use right then. But I noticed that after I did that, I got up and I did a regular household chores. I think I did the dishes. And when I was doing the dishes, I started whistling the Safe Light Repair song. Have you ever heard that? You know, with the windshields. And I hadn't seen a Safe Light Repair commercial in, I'm telling you, like years. But I just started whistling that song, and I noticed that and just thought it was something weird. The very next day, I got a knock on my front door from a Safe Light Repair technician, and I'm like, nothing was wrong with my car or my windshield, so it was strange to see him. He was actually there for my neighbor. Apparently my neighbor's windshield got busted somehow. And but I thought, oh my gosh, after I saw the Safe Light guy, I thought, that is so crazy. And within minutes, I realized I had been whistling that Safe Light Repair song the day before. And it was right after I had actually put my amethyst up to my third eye here to get rid of my headache, really. But amethyst is an absolutely wonderful crystal to help you increase your intuition and your abilities with divination. And really, after that experience, I started using my crystals during meditation for different purposes. Different crystals have different energies. I was actually guided to work with my emerald crystal just this morning. My crystals, I have a knowing, I have claircognizance, and my crystals talk to me in a sense that I will be walking past them in my house, and I will just stop and stare at a crystal. And then I realize, okay, I need to pick it up and I need to look at it. I need to hold it, focus on it, especially when I'm, if I go outside and meditate, or if I do any meditation that day. So if you feel drawn to any particular crystal, whether you already have one or you're at a crystal shop, that crystal definitely wants to work with you. Learn how to cleanse and charge your crystals too, and they can be a great asset in your shamanic practices, in your spiritual journey all around. The card that came to me in meditation earlier was the Lilac Spirit Quartz. Isn't that a beautiful card? Lilac Spirit Quartz, with a message around community, okay? The key words we have is healing, healing division, teamwork, and freedom. Okay, bear with me, because this one I have to look in the table of contents. Okay, 48. Okay. It says, Lilac Spirit Quartz speaks with a melodic voice. What we need is more magic and more togetherness. She understands the need for bringing people together through the many things that are trying to divide us. When I asked Lilac Spirit Quartz what flower it wishes to pair with, she answered with a giggle, all of them. She offers a vibrant wildflower field where she says you will find the fairies in abundance. Many fairies skip, run, and dance around this stone. They adore its energy and high vibration. To work with it is to work with the fae. They are eager to assist in mending the heart. They say, offering cute visuals of them sewing patchwork quilts over your heart, mending leaks and tears with bright fabric and light. Oh, that's such a beautiful image. She is the epitome of togetherness, formed of faceted, candle-shaped terminations that are encrusted with hundreds of tiny points that radiate and amplify energy spirals in all directions. She will light up the space with colors and a chorus of sounds and bring high vibrational energy, lightness, and brightness. Such a beautiful crystal to work with. Her medicine speaks of compassion and community. Is it time to ask for some extra help or reach out to a friend? She likes to help you repair relationships and has a gift of bringing family together on this physical plane. Through the spirit plane, she will bring soul groups and star families together. This crystal cleanses other stones she is around, as the fairies have shown us. It repairs holes in the etheric body, or the aura, and can dispel negative attachments, hooks, cords, and even entity attachment, with their help, of course. She is a tool for spirit release, helping attract new fairy guides to support you through the next leg of your journey. She's a glorious stone of non-duality, blending and harmonizing the masculine and feminine, yin and yang energies within you. Okay, so if you can work with Lilac Spirit Quartz, that's going to be to your benefit for certain. If you have that quartz or can go and purchase it at a metaphysical shop, or if you want to focus on this image of the Lilac Spirit Quartz, that will help draw the same energies to you as well. But the Fae are here and happy to work with you, happy to bring about healing and mending the heart and working together as a community, which I think is just perfect, because this is my vision for my YouTube channel here, is to grow the spiritual community, to help connect with other people who are just like me on their spiritual journeys, who are still learning. I've been on it for a good 15 years, if not more. I'm learning every day as I go, but crystals are one divination tool that I absolutely 100% back and support, as they are very healing and they are just another source of love from the universe for us to harness and actually hold and help us understand the language of the universe. So in my crystal ball, I typically will hold my crystal ball. I also will move it quite a bit. I see a woman's face right away. Most of my visions in my crystal ball are premonitions. I will see images, and then later that day or possibly the next day, or in a couple days, whatever I see in my crystal ball, typically I see it in real life, which is pretty cool. So for the collective, with the message around working with crystals as well as with increasing community, healing division, and supporting lots of teamwork and togetherness, I also see a man, a very long face, maybe perhaps an elf, perhaps the Fae. I almost, because of the ears, almost like a deer-like face. It kind of reminds me of the god Pan. So that might be Pan coming through. The woman's face that I saw reminds me of Pippi Longstockings. I don't know if I actually said that out loud or if I said that in my head. And she kind of has this look like, oh shit, on her face. You know Pippi Longstocking if you've ever seen her movies. Very adventurous child, which again, this is, like I said, this is one of my most treasured objects in my home, is my little sea biscuit that I found when I was a kid. This brings so much joy. My inner child really delights when I look at this sea biscuit and I think about the memories behind it. So I feel like that's what my crystal ball is encouraging with the Pippi Longstocking character, is definitely some more focus on your inner child. Okay, do things that make you feel good, okay, that you have a lot of fun with in life. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not endured, okay? Everybody needs to remember that. If our planet was more focused on enjoyment and love and connection and togetherness, what a world we'd live in, okay? That's the 5D world that we're trying to get to, okay? You and I, we are part of this 5D world. We are a part of this upgrade. We are going to bring about compassion and caring and consideration and just love for other people and other animals and plants and for our Mother Earth. Cheers to that. Okay, so if that is Pan, any messages from Pan regarding community? Just to get out in nature, for sure. Nature, that spiritual connection. For me, I absolutely love it. It's snowing right now. It's our very first snow here in Colorado, where I live. We got about 5 inches. There's beautiful geese I'm looking at. I've been trying to go for a walk just about every day for my mental sanity and for, peace to my heart, peace to my mind, and, physical exercise, taking care of my physical body. And yeah, Pan's coming through with that message too. Definitely get out in nature here. I see the silhouette of a shaman, of a Native American with a headdress on, so as well. So if you think about shaman, that's what spirit actually calls me, is shaman. Shaman helped their tribes, helped the people within their community to heal and to connect with the divine greatly. So some of you may be shamans out there on your shamanic journey. Some of you might want to look into what a shaman actually is if you're unfamiliar. But this is, I am a shaman. I am an oracle for you. I am a bridge, a connection between the earth plane and the divine. I see a rabbit, and I'm getting lucky rabbit. I also see a very beautiful rainbow image of a duck. Okay, and now I'm seeing like a chain of islands here. Again, with the idea of community, with the lilac spirit quartz, connection. Thinking about a chain of islands. I have had the Moana soundtrack in my mind for weeks now. Understanding from my spirit team that are trying to get through to me that I am a wayfinder, like Moana. I show the way, okay? And so that's why this video I was encouraged to make by my spirit team and use my crystals in it to show you how much that this helps me, and to encourage you to use crystals as well so that they can help you connect and receive divine messages. And it's really awesome. My crystals will come to me as well. Not only will I sit there and stare at them, I'll have to put a picture in this video of, I have crystals everywhere in my house. You guys see just but a few. My house kind of looks like a rock shop. I love them so much. I really enjoy the messages that come through. So my crystals are pretty funny. I've seen some pretty funny things, funny images in them before. I also have had my intuitive guidance tell me to use certain crystals with certain things. So for instance, I'm actually terrified of lightning. And whenever thunderstorms come around, especially if there's a lot of lightning, it freaks me out. And my poor daughter, same way. We used to live in Florida, and the lightning there was just absolutely terrifying. There was just so much of it in Central Florida. that I had a knowing to use my shungite crystal. And before, I had just recently come across shungite, like maybe a year or so earlier, and only really knew about its healing properties. I hadn't done my full research, but then I discovered that it blocks electromagnetic frequencies. So, okay, yeah, my shungite can help me. And I felt that I got the idea that it helps kind of shield my light, shield my aura, from block any of that electromagnetic frequencies, especially something as severe as lightning, since I was so scared of it. Very protective. So maybe it could help some of you out there too, especially if you live in an area that has a lot of lightning. Acorns as well. I know that acorns supposedly ward off lightning according to many cultures. And I also remember one time, it was around Halloween, not this past Halloween, but I think last year's. I scared myself by listening to too many scary podcasts at the place I used to work at. So much so that I didn't want to go outside at night, and which is kind of funny thinking about it. We live in a very safe place. I do have a forest, a little bit of strip of forest behind me. But you know, I'm 40 years old, so I shouldn't be scared of the dark. My intuition told me to use selenite. In this one in particular, this little heart connects me with the goddess Hecate. She is one of my guides. I love her so much. She is the goddess of magic and of herbs, so fits perfectly with this earth alchemy oracle, with advice from both plants as well as crystals. And when I held this, and I felt pretty fearless. It took away my fears, my anxiety. I actually slept with it. I do that with a lot of crystals. Put some of them underneath my pillow for various purposes. So I know that they can come and help you too. And I feel called to pull another card for you. There must be another crystal and or plant spirits that would like to come through for you and guide you along. Okay. So, oh, the Pixie Helpers and Green Adventuring Crystal are calling to you. That's an awesome looking card. Pixie Helpers. See, we just had the Fae coming through with the Lilac Spirit Quartz here. Now we have Pixies. It says, not all wanderers are lost. The key words here are clearing the way, luck, and opportunity. And this is just such a beautiful card. I can't get over it with the mushrooms. Mushrooms could be coming through as guidance for some of you, as symbols and confirmation. There's also a little frog on the card here. I love the little frog, which reminds me of fertility and luck. And I don't know if you can see it. There's a little tiny key right here. That's really hard to see, but there's a key right there underneath that red toadstool. So you're unlocking things. Doors will be opening to you with Pixie Helpers. Okay, page 92. 92 could be a number that resonates with some of you out there. It says, the Pixies are wanderers and travelers, calling everywhere and nowhere their home. This detachment is needed in a situation that is playing out for you. When you detach for a moment, you give yourself the opportunity to see the bigger picture. You will find the Pixies listening to the chirping of crickets while they try to wrangle them for a ride, or blowing raspberries in the ears of passers-by, or sitting on a buttercup, getting drunk on their golden light. They are the storytellers, charmers, and dreamers of Earth. Unfortunately, sometimes labeled mischief makers, they would argue that they just love having fun, okay? They guide those who need direction in life. Yes, they have been known to muddle travelers' paths, causing them to wander in circles, but it's only because they have something for them to see or discover. Take the case of the frog on this card. The jungle frog who found himself in the fairy forest. You could say he is stepping out of his comfort zone. I have a suspicion that the Pixies guided him here to prove a point. Not all wanderers are lost, they sing in my ears. Adventure and exploring is in their nature. They urge you to take a chance on something you might not think is for you. Push yourself out of your comfort zone and you will be pleasantly surprised. They want you to know that they can help you. They ask, what do you need? They will appear holding a leaf and stick with berry ink, poised to note down your wishes. No job is too big or small for them. They love having jobs to keep them busy. They concern themselves with hangers-on, as they call them, those who latch onto your energy field to boost themselves. That sounds like an energy vampire to me. It says they feel a sense of injustice around this and want to help you identify any energy in your life that is being siphoned from you. They don't often wear clothing, but they like to imagine that each night before they go to sleep, they can just take off all the thoughts and actions of the day like a coat. They like to be free of anything that will tie them down too much. Let go of that weighty jacket woven of worries and fears. Do like the pixies do and take it off. If you are in a situation where you need to clear your energy from anything negative or untoward, they will race in if you ask them and sweep all imprints of lower energies clear, leaving your energy field, the place or land, sparkly and new. Okay, so that's great. So the pixies are out there. The pixies, the fae, they're reaching out to you. They want to help you clear these energies, like, you know, anything that could be attached to your aura. They want to bring healing in your life. And they want you to be adventurous, okay? They want you to be explore and wander just like they do, just like this frog does. Green aventurine. I love green aventurine. It's a beautiful crystal and has the word adventure right in the name. It says the pixies bring in green aventurine as it helps you feel how soothing the earth and nature can be to the mind and body. Just as the pixies come in as a clearing and protecting energy through this deck, so does this crystal. Green aventurine absorbs electromagnetic smog and pollution, protecting the heart chakra and blocking any uninvited source who tries to tap into and use your energy to boost themselves. Like the pixies said, these energetic leeches need to be focused on and removed. Aventurine is considered to be the luckiest of all crystals. From manifesting aid for prosperity and finance to helping your chances in situations including career opportunities and promotions and competitions. Its gift is clearing a pathway by helping you release old patterns, habits, and disappointments so new growth can take place. Okay, great. So some of you out there really need to get a hold of some green aventurine. Or again, like I said before, meditate on this card's message and think of green aventurine to help clear out old and stagnant energies, disappointments, things that have gone wrong in the past that still remains in your energy field and still holds you down. I really truly love how whimsical this reading turned out to be, with the fairies, with the pixies, with the god Pan here. This is magic, okay? This is beautiful. Of course, they work with the crystal elements and they work with plant spirits as well. So the lilac spirit quartz would love to work with you, as well as green aventurine and the pixies and the fairies out there. So make sure to call on them to help heal you, to help guide you, and to help remind you to explore and find that adventure and find that fun in your life. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really did. Please leave me a message in the comments if you already work with crystals or have any cute stories of how you first connected with your crystals and realized that they were giving you a message. Or if you had that, like, you know, the amethyst that I put to my forehead and I had the premonition of the Safe Light repair guy of all things. But it's the first thing I noticed and I was like, wow, okay. Your experiences really could help others that are in the same frame of mind, adventuring and exploring your spirituality and connecting with the divine. Thank you all for staying with me here today. I hope you had time to get yourself a nice hot cup of tea. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.